I've been up for days now, can't seem to erase you from my mind. The sticker's getting tasteless, just to find a space where I'm alright. Oh, you fuck me up, you say you're fine. Guess I'm not the one, you're still good while I'm dying inside. It's your fault, your fault. You told me it was over, now I'm drunk. It's your fault, your fault. Everything you do, anything you do, just to feel so used, just to be with you. It's your fault, your fault. Blocked your calls, then broke my phone. Since you went away, I burnt your shit, but loved your warmth. Won't say that shit in your face. I can't do this anymore. It feels like my heart's been broken half. I don't want just anyone. All I want is you, and now I can't go back. It's your fault, your fault. You told me it was over, now I'm drunk. It's your fault, your fault. Everything you do, anything you do, just to feel so used and to be with you. It's your fault, your fault. Maybe I need some time away. Baby, that's what we need. Maybe I just need some time away. 'Cause I won't see the problem is me. It's your fault, your fault. You told me it was over, now I'm drunk. It's your fault, your fault. I'm going so hungover, but for you, everything you do, just to feel so used and to be with you. Your fault, your fault.
2 p.m. I wake up for the day. Light up in my eyes, I look away. 3 lines in a row, I call that haiku. I blew all my money on her, she ain't stay. 2 p.m. I wake up for the day. Light up in my eyes, I look away. 3 lines in a row, I call that haiku. I blew all my money on her, she ain't stay.
New friends, I can leave. Bad bitch coming in.
Classics running out of that dick.
Double
Capital DTF, she put caps in my T wearing these seatbelts.
Fuck it, I'm feeling uppity. Suddenly I'm in the clouds. Flow like a honeybee, not coming down. Double the toil and trouble, bitch. I'm feeling royal as fuck. So pass me the crown. Pass me the crown. So pass me the crown. Pass me the crown.
I've been sucking the sucker for too long. Gotta wake up. Yeah. For the day, light up in my eyes, I look away. 3 lines in a row, I call that haiku. I blew all my money on the she ain't stay. 2 p.m. I wake up for the day. Light up in my eyes, I look away. 3 lines in a row, I call that haiku. I blew all my money on the she ain't stay.
This one not giving up gets you, yeah. All distractions to the side, nothing comes as a surprise. When you got that glow inside, just sit back and close your eyes, yeah. And let that light multiply. I've been on a road, I ain't saying that I know, but I do got that glow, 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 yeah, glow, yeah, glow, yeah, glow, 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 yeah, glow, 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 glow,
This
glow,
is
glow, glow,
a
yeah,
Jesse
glow,
J
glow, glow, yeah, glow, 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 yeah, glow. Big glow, still make shit look simple. Yeah, I don't do too much talk. Stain they face like dip. Yeah. Big glow, I'm too on point like nip. Yeah, I on the moment, no rest. This one not giving up, get you. Big glow, raise up on niggas like sunshine. Why they glorify they bars? They ain't gonna take a break when it's crunch time. Big glow, I'm too on point like nip. I on the moment, no rest. This one not giving up, get you. Yeah, I got that glow. Yeah, I got that glow. They got caught up trying to outshine me. They not shining anymore. They got caught up trying to outgrind me. They not grinding anymore. Used to pull up all the time. Now they can't find me anymore. Cause I've been locked and loaded. Miss me with it if it's not important. Sorry, not sorry on some knives and hoe shit. Hold my own. I will not let go of it. Put on the gas and don't stop and going. This bitch just green light. What it is, give a fuck what it seem like. Sometimes that's what it be like. I walk in with me like big glow, still make shit look simple. Yeah, I don't do too much talk. Stain they face like dip. Yeah. Big glow, I'm too on point like nip. Yeah, I on the moment, no rest. This one not giving up, get you. Big glow, raise up on niggas like sunshine. Why they glorify they bars? They ain't gonna take a break when it's crunch time. Big glow, I'm too on point like nip. I on the moment, no rest. Yeah, this one not giving up, get you. Yeah, glow up, come get down, let's go up. In my demeanor, show enough. Oh, you must ain't her show enough. I show up and show out. If you ain't know, you know now. I'm on protecting my vibe. It ain't enough to go around. When you got that glow up, come get down, let's go up. In my demeanor, show enough. Oh, you must ain't her show enough. I show up and show out. If you ain't know, you know now. I'm on protecting my vibe. It ain't enough to go around. Ain't enough.
Tommy G.
Sometimes I try, but I don't even wanna bother. You say you love me, but you loving on some others. Oh, you were the one for me, but now you just another. Oh. That's why I tried sometimes, but now I don't even bother. I got so lost in the things you did to me. Yeah, we vibe a lot. Damn, I thought you were into me. Whoa. I thought you were feeling me. Fuck. I thought it was you and me. Yeah, you and me. I thought it was you and me. All my friends think you're toxic. I be thinking about this shit, it don't make sense. Cause you and me were meant to be. Now I think about these times it murders me. I just took a whole 40 to my face. Shit's starting to help with all my pain. I'm popping pills for all these moments. I hope it kills me in the moment. I hope you feel what I've been holding. What I've been holding. I hope you feel what I've been holding. I hope you feel what I've been holding. What I've been holding. I just hope that you feel this when you're lonely. Cause I hate this feeling, and I know you regret it. I think about times when we were somewhat okay. I take my pain and I just stuff it away. Tell people life like this shit gon' be okay. That's the only time I'll to someone's face. Cause that's the only time I think it's A-okay. Only time Cause sometimes I try but I don't even wanna bother. You say you love me but you loving on some others. You were the one for me but now you just another. That's why I tried sometimes but now I don't even bother. I got so lost in the things you did to me, yeah. We vibe a lot, damn I thought you were into me. I thought you were feeling me, fuck. I thought it was you and me. I thought it was you and me. You and me. You and me. I thought it was you and me.
Baby, I can't lie to you. Lately I've been vibing on myself, so saying goodbye to you. It's more like a hello to something else. Don't know how, but I've been trying to stay happy on my own without your help. I don't like it, but I kinda do. No, I don't like it, but I kinda do. Kinda do. They wanna see how I got it. I carry secrets in pockets. Hot topic kid from the jump. Keep feeling constantly popping. I swear to God, pinky promise. Not underneath it, I'm on it. I got your skeleton hidden away. Cleaning my closet while I stay chasing the ball. No time for taking the pause. You stay complacently waiting for change of pace. I'm appalled. Better stay the fuck up out my way, bitch. I'm racing the stars. Nothing but space up on that tape for you to shake in some salt. It's not to be so safe and that it isn't. It's always fake with bad intentions. I'm way caught up in my mind, but that's a given. Can I escape this state I'm living in? Can I escape? Can I escape? What I'm trying to do? Can I escape? Can I escape? What I'm trying to do? Baby, I can't lie to you. Lately I've been vibing on myself, so saying goodbye to you.
A whole lot
Like
of
a hello to something else. Don't know how, but I've been trying to stay happy on my own without your help. I don't like it, but I kinda do. No, I don't like it, but I kinda do. Kinda do.
My great surprise, ever since I looked in your eyes, I had one question for you. Tell me if you want me to give you all I got. I wanna make it good for you.
Yeah, we love to fight and fight to love. Yeah, I guess you call that toxic love. I know you want me back. I'm sorry, love, but I can't now understand now. Yeah, we love to fight and fight to love. Yeah, I guess you call that toxic love. I know you want me back. I'm sorry. Sentiment a pretty little girl in a mosh pit, giving you the world and it's strange for my conscience. You and me change the same when you're uncommon. All you ever wanted to was fight, hit me in the face with the bottom of a knife. Then that's the same one you stab me in the back with right after you telling me to swallow my pride. The day that I died, the day that I mentioned you was fine. Leave you in the rain, let my lightning strike. I don't wanna fight, and I guess that means that I don't wanna love. I've been out of love, sober off the drugs, still flying in the sky. Love is the thing that apparently we're supposed to live for, but it seems like it's got a mind of mine. You can feel the pain from my eyes. I don't wipe tears when I cry. Toxic love. I don't wanna fight. I just want this love. Love. It's called a love. Yeah, we love to fight and fight to love. Yeah, I guess you call that toxic love. I know you want me back. I'm sorry, love, but I can't now understand now. Yeah, we love to fight and fight to love. Yeah, I guess you call that toxic love. I know you want me back. I'm sorry, love, but I can't now understand now. I ain't tryna fight, I'm already in my mind. I don't wanna waste my time. This feeling isn't right, I just wanna make you mine. I'm the only one here trying. Yeah, I'm tryna give you everything you need now. Even though I told myself love ain't what I need now. Gotta keep grinding, get where I wanna be now. Say fuck love, just tryna get between us. You tell me you love me, I go. I told you off rip, I ain't wifing you, honey. She loving the shit that I wrote. Man getting mad that she vibe with me funny. Ain't thinking with my heart no more. Cause I'm on the grind and I'm chasing that money. She tried to replace what she lost, but that never happened cause there's only one me. That real love, I don't want it anymore. You fucked up, now I'm walking through that door. That real love, I don't want it anymore. You fucked up, now I'm walking through that door. To fight and fight to love. Yeah, I guess you call that toxic love. I know you want me back. I'm sorry, love, but I can't now understand now. Yeah, we love to fight and fight to love. Yeah, I guess you call that toxic love. I know you want me back. I'm sorry, love, but I can't now understand now.
Yeah, we got a toxic love, I can't go back. The key to my heart you hold, and I know that. Yeah, we got history, it's no mystery, but I fucked it up, yeah, I own that. But I've grown a lot, and I've shown that. I'm one of a kind, you can't clone that. I know you where my soul at, but we bad together, that's so facts. Look, I swear that this ain't an excuse. You play with my heart, you gave it a bruise. I sat in the dark and I played with a noose. Girl, you playing games while I paid all my dues. Love ain't a game, but you breaking the rules. Wanna rewind it and go back and start. Why be together, we better apart. Yeah, you want me back, but that wouldn't be smart. These scars, yeah, I earned them. This love, it was something to learn from. One night I just stared at your pictures, just wishing I rolled up a blunt while I burned them. Leave me alone, cause I'm finding peace. Living for me, no apologies. If you love me, then you should be proud of me. I can't lie, it's the way that it gotta be.
Yeah. To fight and fight to love. Yeah, I guess you call that toxic.
Can you hear me?
Love. I know you want me back. I'm sorry,
My nigga, what's the
love,
deal?
but I can't now understand now. Yeah, we love to fight
up and down
and
these
fight
chairs.
to love. Yeah, I guess you call that toxic love.
Is that regular? Feeling
Say
global?
something again?
Something.
No, you ain't in global now. Okay. What's up, man?
Nothing much. What's up, pimp?
Chilling. I was asking about you. Wonder where the hell you was.
Man, I had to take a little break. You know what I'm saying?
I think all of us did. Yeah, all of us did. I was gone for about 6 weeks myself.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you know, my wife came home for the holidays and she came
I've been steady grinding, yeah, I'm aiming for the top. This water on my wrist, yeah, I swear it costs a lot. I've been steady winning, yeah, my losses in a drought. Ain't got a lot of ass, but she make it pop. Pull up to the crib, wrist splashing. Shorty wanna smoke, we matching. You ain't got no smoke, we can smash that. Where you wanna go, let's go without a mansion. Diamonds in your face, can't see. Talking all that shit, get punched, I see. I'ma hit it once, then I'll pass it to the team. Take a shot of Henny, then I take a hit of weed. Swear to God, shorty broke it for them damn bands. When she moves, she do it quick with no hands. So when she twerk, yeah, she got me in a damn trance. Shoot that chopper and I swear that nigga gon' dance. Nigga, he think I'm trolling. Go ahead, pull up, don't know me. They all tryna dethrone me. They all tryna control me. Nigga, he think I'm trolling. Go ahead, pull up, don't know me. They all tryna dethrone me. They all tryna control me. I've been steady grinding, yeah, I'm aiming for the top. This water on my wrist, yeah, I swear it costs a lot. I've been steady winning, yeah, my losses in the drought. Ain't got a lot of ass, but she make it pop. Pull up to the crib, wrist splashing. Shorty wanna smoke, we matching. You ain't got no smoke, we can smash that. Where you wanna go, let's go out of mansion. Nigga, he think I'm trolling. Nigga, he think I'm trolling. I've been steady grinding, yeah, I'm aiming for the top. This water on my wrist, yeah, I swear it costs a lot. I be steady winning, yeah, my losses in the drought. Ain't got a lot of ass, but she make it pop. Pull up to the crib, wrist splashing. Shorty wanna smoke, we matching. You ain't got no smoke, we can smash that. Where you wanna go, let's go out of mansion.
Michael.
I'm easily rattled, trouble with breathing, bad with attachment, but I'm good for an evening. I'm not trying to mislead, don't be mad if I leave shit, I'd just rather be sold out. Kind of an asshole, bit of a hermit, certainly nervous, always nervously certain. You can say that I'm that shit, feels more like a curse, I wonder why I feel so low.
I fix my ego with a little bit of paper and I had to play the minor way before I found a major. Had to fix myself away from you and now I'm doing great. I had to take a break from all the vices that had seen the favor of the life. I won't feel it right.
What up?
What's going on?
What's that? Chocolate latte, what's the deal?
Oh my God, I'm seeing a
Goodness, I ain't
ghost,
never been so
dog.
happy to see black people in my life. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I took a break. You know what I'm saying? I was tired of winning.
Do what you have to do. Now
So
drop the rest of
I
the Ferraris you got.
All right.
So let me go on if I sit disappear.
So if you
maybe
guys
niggas
don't mind
have a
taking your
chance.
seats, we're going to get ready to get started.
Not have a chance.
So the sound might be a little messed up. So you guys are like semi-global. You may be on extended, so just keep that in mind. But go ahead and take your seats. We're going to get started in the next couple of minutes. Thank you very much. It's good to see everybody.
Oh no. Mediclean.
What?
Your server is full again, sir.
Yeah, you know, we're just going to have to roll with it because it's saying that it's maybe they took away the glitch feature.
They did it.
Beneficial.
They did it. You gotta do it a few times to make it work. That's what happened the other night.
What's up, fool?
Yeah, I need some shit collidable that's not too hot.
Nah, they, to be fair though,
That bitch tryna kinda fly. If I find myself up on this railing, I know why. Gotta find some shit to land on. I'll probably get my dance on. I just be jumping on shit. I just be jumping on shit. I just be jumping on
Wait,
shit.
what did they do?
I just be jumping on shit. I jump on your house. I jump on the whip. I jump on the table. Yeah, I jump on your beat. Jump, jump, it's at the entrance, best believe I'ma go back for it. If it's high enough to hop on, it ain't safe. Oh, it's your birthday, let me hop up on this cake. Jumping on your shit, it is so effortless. Ain't no disrespect, it's just my element. Jump on shit so much you think I'm selling it. I ain't the only one, I'm just telling it. Jumping on shit, 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 jumping on shit over here, jumping on shit over there, jumping on shit everywhere, jumping on shit I don't care. I just be jumping on shit, I just be jumping on shit, I just be jumping on shit, I just be jumping on shit. I jump on your house, I jump on the whip, I jump on the table, yeah, I jump on your beat. Jump, 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 jump. I just be jumping on shit, I just be jumping on shit, I just be jumping on shit, I just be jumping on shit. Yeah, I need some shit collidable that's not too hot. Custom gravity and that bitch tryna kinda fly. If I find myself up on this railing, I know why.
I like this part right here. Come on. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the add a little something to it. Just encourage you. We're gonna take it to church later. Let's go! We'll be marching right until the victory is won. To all my brothers out there. Hold your head, brothers, till the victory is won. To all my sisters in the struggle. Keep believing, sister, till the victory is won. Till that day. Till that day comes. Hey. Let us march on to victory. Till victory.
Oh, sorry, forgot to turn the lights on. I ain't ready for you yet, Crack.
I know, dude. How in the world get right here? It just took me, y'all. It took me.
Here, go back. I'll call you up. I ain't ready for you yet. All right. Welcome to Meta Talks Live. We're gonna get it together, y'all. I promise. Man, it is good to be back. How's everybody doing? Let me get some confetti if y'all doing okay. It is so good to see you, and it is really so good to be back. So apparently there was a fix, and I'm not sure if worlds can go over capacity anymore. But you know what? That's okay. We're going to work it out. But listen, welcome to Meta Talks Live. This is show number 1 of season 4. And thank you all for being here. We are really, truly, truly grateful for you all to be here. You could be anywhere in the metaverse. I say it over and over again, but you've decided to be with us here tonight. So I appreciate you and thank you. So season 4, man, let's get it. So my first guest for season 4 is absolutely no surprise, as you've probably noticed already. But let me tell a little bit about my relationship with our next guest. So I've known her since almost day one. I think she might have been close to the first 25. If she wasn't the first 25, she's definitely been here longer than most of us. But man, just watching her energy and the way she moves throughout the space, but better yet, the way people or treat her in the space, because that says a lot about a person by the way other creators treat you. Um, I don't know if there's any one person who is more active and more dedicated into making sure that people have a safe space to come when they're in this world. It's truly, truly been a blessing. It wasn't only up until recently um, that we actually started spending more and more time together with one of the platforms that she created, which is absolutely amazing. But we share a very similar story within the space. We really truly care about the community. We want to make sure that people have all the tools they need to succeed. And if not, just feel comfortable within the space. But man, I tell you, she has an absolutely amazing story of overcoming tragedy, perseverance. It's just really, 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 really inspiring to see. So I'm not going to stand up here and talk about it. I'm going to let her tell her story for herself. So without further ado, Craxkgodess, come on to the stage. There we
Hey,
go.
y'all. Hey. Hey,
The stage
Rupert.
is yours, sis.
Thank you. Thank you. So, how y'all doing? Okay. Okay, a lot of y'all know me as Crack Goddess. But my government name is Deanna. I am actually an entrepreneur in the real life. I run a candy coated fruit shop where I candy apples, tangerines, peaches, plums, mangoes, strawberries. And yeah, I said strawberries because I'm from the South, period. Um, pears. I mean, any fruit you could think of, I candy it and I top it with crushed Jolly Ranchers. I'm talking about all type of flavors like juicy drop pop, wrapped cotton candy, all type of flavors of candy. But prior to me owning a storefront, I was young when I left home. I left home at 16, call myself being grown. I left home at 16, and when I left home at 16, mom was like, "Oh no, your ass cannot come back." Okay, so I had to get how I live. You know what I'm saying? I went and stayed with my best friend, went and stayed with my auntie. And until I got to a point of where I was dealing with a guy, and he was pretty much like alcoholic, y'all, and we used to always argue and fight. It was just always something, and I ended up leaving him, and I ended up going to stay with my friend who worked at we worked at Waffle House together. She was like, "You can come and stay with me. Like, you don't got to do that." I packed all of my stuff and I went to her house, like bump it, paid half on the rent, half on the bills, and I was living my best life. Okay, so after this point, I ended up getting in a relationship with the dude that I was with, and we ended up having a good relationship. He ended up passing away after 3.5 years, and I ended up moving back in with my mama again. Okay, so I'm staying with my mom at this time. I had to go find a job, so I'm working at Target overnight, stocking shelves at like 4 in the morning. It was so fun too because I used to wear my AirPods at work, and I could never wear my AirPods at work at a Waffle House. Okay, so Target was fun for me. Period. So I love working at Target overnight. I stocked a lot of the women's clothes at Target, and then I went from Target to I think I went to AT&T first. So from Target to AT&T. And during this time, we were actually moving the phone lines from the copper wire phone lines that we used to have back in the day to the VoIP phone lines, which are connected through the internet. So I did a lot of calling customers, getting them to transfer their phone lines. And it's really hard trying to tell old people that they got to change their phone line, baby. They don't want to hear that. They say, "So you mean to tell me that why I there? I ain't working no more." It just used to be a trip. But I used to be able to convince them. So I made a lot of money in sales. So that was dope. Doing that in sales. I left from there and I decided, I want some more money. Okay. So I ended up finding out about fintech, which is like the credit card processing industry, ATM processing. People have accounts with them like Dolce and Gabbana, like big people have accounts with them, and they all have like different departments that you go in for certain clients and certain items, because some clients that have ATMs, some that have credit card machines, some have POS systems. So it just depends on what you was in. So I did a lot of like working in corporate America, I always had to talk proper. And it wasn't because I could not talk proper. It's just because I'm from Atlanta, so I'm so used to talking like I talk, and we talk fast down here. And a lot of times, people cannot understand what I am saying. Funny, to me, it's funny, because I'm new to the metaverse. I've been here for like a year, but when people hear me talk, they be like, "What she just say?" It's always a head turn, so that cracks me up. But in corporate America, I actually talk like this. Hi, La Chocolate. Welcome to Meta Talks Live. How may I assist you today with your account? Period. So I mean, it's just like working in these different environments. You learn how to adjust, and even growing up, like my entire elementary schooling, I went to school in the projects, and then I went to school with predominantly black people. And then when I got to middle school, I went to ML King Junior Middle School. My mom saw the middle school that was by the house and was like, "Oh no, you ain't going up over there." So she ended up using my auntie address and put me in ML King Junior Middle School in Atlanta. And that school is a diverse middle school. So I'm dealing with white, black, Mexican, Chinese, African. I mean, every ethnicity is in that school. Okay. So 6th through 8th grade, like these are my friends. Like we eating sandwiches together. We sharing candy. I'm giving them candies they never had. That we exchanging Mexican candy for American candy. Like we changing out the fruities with the little sour stuff they had. And I used to be like, "Ugh, nasty," So a lot of their stuff I don't like, but they definitely love them fruities though. They love them American fruities. So I used to always bring them fruities in school, and we used to just always kick it in school. Like I had friends go over their house, skate ring parties, all type of stuff. Like I mean, I never really not hung with different ethnicities of people. So I always just been that type of person that can, talk to where somebody can understand me. So that's where I get that from too. Because I used to go to school talking like I talk right like I'm talking right now. And they used to be like, "Huh? What did you say?" you know. So I used to have to, tell them what I said in the proper terms. So when I got older, it just kind of carried with me. Being around them, I just did what they did. So I learned a lot. High school, it was the same way. And throughout life, I just feel like I just always just been a people person, like a social butterfly. Like I don't care what you look like. I'm coming up to you. I'm saying, "Hey," I'm saying, "What's up?" Especially if I'm in a comfortable setting, like I'm at a friend's house or, family outing, or, if I'm at a restaurant and it's somebody at the table next to me and they chopping it up and they sound cool to me because I've been listening to them the whole time. I'm gonna turn around and be like, "What's up, y'all?" And talk a little things and, they be cracking up. I'm just a people person like that. So, after I was in fintech, my brother, he actually came home from prison a little after my mom died. My mom died in 2014. My brother went to prison like 2 weeks after my mom died. So I feel like I had took a double whammy. Like my mama gone and now my brother in jail. It was just a lot for me. And I also have a sister too. But them two just being like away, it was just like, "Oh, what am I gonna do?" So I kind of grieved in my craft. I kind of just went to the kitchen and started making up my mama's candy that she created in 2009. And I got bored with just making apples because all she did was like birthday party apples. She'll do like, blue, like a neon blue candy apples with pink, yellow, and blue cotton candy on top. She'll wrap it in like some kind of cupcake bottom, clear wrapping with some cute little ribbons and all this cute stuff. And people just used to go crazy over it. But I always just been the type of person where I'm like, "Oh, I can't be doing the same thing. I cannot do the same thing. Like I cannot do the same thing. I can do the same thing, but it has to be something different going on every day. Period." And that's just how I am. Like I do not like doing the same thing. It's like a routine type of thing. So when my mom passed and my brother was gone, I was, making the apples and everything, serving her clients. And I got bored with making just apples because I don't like doing the same thing. Okay. So I went to the store and I was like, "Let me go grab all type of fruit and just see what fruits can sustain this type of temperatures and what I have to do to it. I just wanted to go to the lab. So I grabbed up all these fruits. I go to the lab. I'm in there. I done put all the little stuff together. I made little tropical peach kind and all that. I let it cool and everything. When it got done, I was eating it. My eyes might have popped out my head. Okay, it was so good. I was like, oh my god, I cannot tell nobody about this right now. Oh my god, I'm gonna have so many copycats. I said, okay, I'm gonna chill. This what I'm gonna do. So what I did was I sold it to my existing clientele because I wanted to keep it under wraps until my brother came home from prison, so that way we could, help each other and we do it together and it'd be like a family thing for mama. You know what I'm saying? But while he was in prison, I was still like servicing all of her clients and letting them know all of the additional fruits that I had. So I'm working in fintech and they also knowing about my fruit. They ordering stuff from me. So I'm giving stuff to people at my job and everything. And then my brother came home, and when he came home, he was like, I want to go make some apples. I want to go make some apples too. I was like, man, apples. I bust out laughing. And he was like, what you laughing at? I said, because, bro, I make every type of fruit now. He said, what you talking about? I said, man, I done remixed the recipe and I done added all type of fruit. He said, all type of fruit. Let me see. So we go to the store, we grab everything, we go to the house, let it cool and everything. Boom. He tasted it. He was like, oh my God, so, oh my God, this tastes like dope. I was like, oh my God, wait, you okay? He like, man, this shit good as fuck, so it good as fuck. He like, hey, make up all that. Make up all that right now. I'll be right back. So I made up all of it, I had to work the next morning at 7 o'clock. I made up all his stuff. I put it in the freezer. I got ready for bed. I went to sleep. I woke up that next morning, and when I came out of the bathroom, he was like, "Did you check your phone yet?" I said, "What you mean?" He was like, "Go check your phone." I was like, man, what you talking about? He was like, "Go check your phone." So I go get my phone, and it's Offset in my grapes. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I was just wigging out, okay? Because I was like, how did you do that? I was just so lost, but I was just bouncing off the ground and everything. I was happy. So, I'm feeling good going to work this morning. Okay. So, I'm getting ready for work. I get to work. I'm living my best life at work. So I get to work and everybody like, oh, I seen your Instagram, girl. That's what's up, girl. You deserve it, girl. You deserve it. And we just like, it was just dope. So, during this time, they was like, you deserve it. And they was like, bring me some up here tomorrow. You know how your coworkers be. Y'all know how them coworkers be, okay? So they was like, bring me some up here tomorrow or whatever. So I started bringing them grapes to work. So after about 4 days, okay, Cardi B tried them, 2 Chainz tried them, and who else it was? I Am Collision tried them. Y'all probably don't know him, but I Am Collision, and then Cardi B, and then Johnny Dang, Ric Flair. Like they just kept coming. Tokyo Vanity, Shekinah. I done gave some to Sean Garrett. I done gave some to so many people like Tasha K. I mean, I done gave not Tasha K, but the girl who do the music. What her name? I forgot her name, but she a big producer in Atlanta. I done gave some to so many people. Young Thug, like Lil Baby. I'm talking about almost everybody. And y'all know what? I never had to call now one of them. Now one. They came to me. They hit my DM. They said, where you at with them great things? I was like, oh, where you at? I can drop them out or you can pull up. Guess who pulled up to my house? Came in my house. Key Glock. He came in my house. I was like, oh my God. Like, so people seeing these celebs getting them, they getting them because I'm giving them to people I know that's already in the city, just giving them to them, they marketing them. Then I'm giving them to people at work. So the word is getting around. You know how it is in the city. Word get around quick, okay? When I tell you, I was at work. It had to be like 11:30 in the afternoon. I was at work. 11:30 in the morning. I'm sorry, it's about the afternoon, Lord. In the morning. It was like 11:30 in the morning, and I was going on my lunch break, and my brother called me. He was like, sis, you need to quit that job. I said, what? He said, quit the job, man. He's like, you see all these people in the DM. I said, no, I ain't checked my phone. I can't have my phone. So he was like, look in your phone. I never just really been an Instagram type of phone type of person. It's just never really been my thing. But when I started, doing my grapes and everything like that, I started opening up more and just like being more involved on Instagram and stuff like that. So I go to checking my DM. I started strolling up. People like, I need 10 grapes. Somebody said, I need 20 grapes. Somebody said, I need 5 grapes. What time you open today? I want 20 grapes. I was like, oh my God. It just kept going. I started counting up the money. I was like, 100, 300, 800, 12. Oh, I'm finna quit today. Oh, all right. All right, bro, I'm quit. I'll see you in a minute. So, boom, I go right to my job. I start getting a little emotional because I'm like, I got to tell my coworkers goodbye. Like, I didn't see this coming out of nowhere. And I got to tell my supervisor goodbye. I got to tell everybody bye, like right now, because I know I'm not coming back to this place. So I go in, I told my supervisor, I was like, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity, but girl, I gotta go. Like, I gotta live for me. You know what I'm saying? I gotta walk out on faith. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just made that my thing, and I told her, I said, my business is bigger than me. It's bigger than me, Naima. And I promise I told her that. And she was like, oh my God, congratulations. We're gonna miss you. And everybody in the office started giving me hugs and all of that. And I gave them my badge and I was out, y'all. I went to the house. I'm telling you, I got them grapes from my apartment. I was at my apartment on the 3rd floor. Okay. So I'm cooking up all these grapes at my apartment, loading up my freezer, loading up my freezer. I make a post on my page. It said, crack ready. Boom. People just started, and I posted my address. People just started pulling up. I'm like, oh my God, it's a lot of people. I'm like, oh my God, they gone. The grapes is gone. I was like, oh Lord. So what we gonna do? So I had to literally make the grapes as people was waiting in the line. When I tell y'all that line was so long, and if y'all follow me on Instagram, if you don't follow me on Instagram, this is my same name on Instagram. Go look at my Instagram right now. It's pinned to my profile. It's like the second video that's pinned to my profile. You will see that line. That was every day at my apartment. Every day. 3 times a day in Magnolia Park Apartments in Atlanta. They evicted me. They was like, oh girl, you gotta go. You gotta get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? They say our tenants can't get in their house. They can't leave their house. They scared. It's a lot of people outside. It's a fire hazard. Da 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 da. I'm like, oh my God. I said, okay, so what I'm supposed to do? Not get no money because I'm not finna do that. So anyway, I was back in that kitchen. Okay, I bought every rule. I did not care. I did not care if they thought I had drugs or nothing like that. The police would come pull up, and guess what I did? Go right down there to the police. Hey, officer, how you doing? You want to try some of my crack grapes? Period. Gave them some grapes. They ate them and everything. Guess what they did? Every day they rolled through there. They rolled through there just to make sure everything was all right. They rolled through there. Then they'll stop. They're like, grapes, grapes. And we sent them some grapes downstairs, like 12 wanted grapes, okay? But at the end of the day, like, that's just how big it was. Like, that's just how big it was in my apartment, y'all. When I tell y'all, it was crazy. So, from that point, I've pretty much had to figure everything out. I had to go and get my business license. I had to go and get my I had to go and get like everything that I needed. I had to go and get my Department of Agriculture license. Like, I had to go and get everything that I needed to run my business the way I wanted to run it. I did make a few mistakes in the beginning. Looking at properties and leasing properties. When you are new to business, oh my God, you'll be surprised, y'all. You'll be surprised. It's almost like looking for a house in real life. You know how like you go and buy a house, you get a house and you send an inspector through there just to make sure that it's good and all of that. I did not do that, y'all. The man told me how much the rent was, right? I gave it to him, gave him all my information or whatever. I never looked at this. I looked at the spot, but I didn't check out if certain things work and certain aspects of the things work because I did not know. I'm thinking that when you lease it, it's just gonna be good, and all you gotta do is just go in there, decorate, get certain things fixed, little minor things. When I tell y'all, the electrical unit in that one a building suite I was in, it was off the chain. When I tell y'all, like over $150,000 off the chain. I said, oh hell no, you got me fucked up. We not doing that. Okay. So from there, I ended up going to get my license with the Department of Agriculture. So that way I can manufacture my product and distribute it wherever I want in Georgia. I can literally put my product wherever I want. And I did that so that way I don't have to worry about paying licenses in every county. So if you are in the food business and you have a product that you can manufacture, that you can manufacture, like, man, it's so many, like, when I tell y'all, in the food industry, it's so many possibilities, and just like, as far as like manufacturing. Because have y'all ever been in one of those gas stations and you see those like little bags of candies, and they may have like the fruities, the chewies in there, and they are fruities and chewies that you can buy like wholesale and package yourself. People actually make that a business. You know that, right? You can literally go and get a license for whatever business you want to create, and have it in Georgia Department of Agriculture aspect, and you can package those items just like they do in that gas station, and you can manufacture those. It's like that simple. And it's like, it's so wild, like, because once you realize, like, once you get out here and you just like walk out on faith, and you realize like the differences and like how easy it is, you be like, why ain't nobody ever tell me? So I'm here to tell you, like, it is so easy. Like, people, like, I had a young lady, she hit me in my DM the other day asking me about a LLC. She said, "Hey, Craig, how do I start an LLC?" I said, "Well, you just go to your Secretary of State, the corporations division, go right to business license, and put in, a certificate of corporation. You'll see it." I told her she'll see it. She'll find it. It's not that hard. Go on there, and I told her it was just like a mini job application, and she filled it out. Period. Like, that's how simple it is, and you pay like per state. I heard it is different. In Georgia it's like $100, but in different states they be like 200, 300. It's like so simple to like start you your own business and get it going. But now, after I got my product manufactured, I ended up getting a store location. I ended up having my one of my the best like spray painters in Atlanta. Shout out to Beazifo, you know what I'm saying? He's the best spray painter too. But Young Guns came in my shop, and he just went crazy on the paint. Okay. I mean, it's dope. So he went in there and he just went crazy on the paint job. And I kind of gave it like a little house feel. And so they just come in, they grab the items that they want, and they go right back out the door. And guess what? They don't have to worry about no line no more, because the stuff is already ready, because I manufacture it. So I don't have to worry about, you know, them being in a long line, and they don't have to ever wait, nothing like that no more. So I definitely came a long way when it came down to that. But prior to that, I did have to test out the market. Like, whenever you set up your business, you got to test out your market on all four sides, north, east, south, and west. And you go all those sides, and you make sure you go from the beginning to the end, from the beginning to the end, from the beginning to the end, and from the beginning to the end with your product, and bring it on back in. Because what you want to do is you want to see who is the highest spending, who spends the most money. That's what you want to know before you place your business in location. You want to know who spends the most money. So so I found out who spent the most money, and I put my store where they spend the most money, and that's on period. Okay. So now, so yes, so that's one aspect. And then after that, different celebs, they just kept coming. We create different items on a daily, so I'm like never bored. It always keep me like busy. But what I did notice is, after being in business for 4 years now, I have free time, child. Okay. So I'm in the house and I'm minding my business. It's cold outside. I'm strolling down my Instagram. Somebody talking about this Oculus. No, I seen this lady. She punched the TV with the controller. I said, how in the world did she crack that TV like that? What is that on her head? And what is in her hand? So I'm in my house living my best life and everything. And I seen her do that. I said, what is that thing she got? So I'm looking in the comments. They always gonna talk trash in the comments. You can find out all the information in the comments, okay, or the Instagram post. So I seen in the comments where it was an Oculus headset. So I look up this headset, and I seen Supernatural, and they was working out on there with the music, and I seen all type of different people on there just slicing stuff. I was like, oh, that looked kind of fun. I said, let me see. I said, I got a market right around the corner. I said, let me Google this thing. I said, oh, $300. Okay, let me go pull up and go get it. So I went and got it. I done opened it up and everything, got all the little gizmos and everything for the Oculus. And at this time, me and my brother, we still working at the kitchen. We running the business, but we only working for like 2-3 hours out of day, and then we got a whole day to ourselves because we put employees in positions to do things. So that way we don't have to worry about those things. So now it's like I got a lot of free time, right? So I'm living my best life. I ain't gonna hold you. Shopping, nail shop here, hair there, homegirl house here, auntie house there, spending time with my granddaddy over there, going to go see my great grandma. Okay, so I'm all over. Okay, I'm just everywhere, living my best life. And it got cold, and you know how it be when it get cold. I'm not going in everybody's house. Y'all know we don't like everybody's house like that. And yeah, so we'll go out to eat or something like that, but it'd be too cold to even move and want to do that. So everybody really be in the house in my age range anyway. So in the house, after I got this Oculus, I'm download the Supernatural, pay for the Supernatural. And I said, this little thing kind of boring. I said, why is it so boring? All I do is just work out on here. I paid all that to work out when I said, you know what? I said, it gotta be more to this Oculus thing. So I started Googling stuff on Oculus, and I go to YouTube, I type in Oculus. The first person I seen was Oculus 410, 420. What his name is? I think it's 410. Oculus 410. And I'm like, oh my God. I said, he got an avatar. I said, a tour? I just bust out laughing. I said, they on a tour. I said, like, it's a little cartoon character. Oh, it's so cute. So I'm cracking up laughing, right? So I seen it was called Horizon World app. So I tried to download it on my Oculus. It said 48 hours or something. I said, what? 48 hours? I'm grown. What they doing making me wait 48 hours? I said, you know what? It's all good. But I'm telling you, I would count them days. I would count them days. So during that time, I started getting on Facebook, looking up Horizon Worlds on Facebook. So I looked at Horizon World on Facebook and I saw all y'all stuff. Y'all had houses and clubs, and I was like, what the world? I said, somebody had like the shooting gun from the arena clash. I was like, oh man, that looks so fun. Oh, I got 24 more hours. It need to hurry up. So I'm staying up like Santa Claus, like it's Santa Claus on the way, and I'm 2 years old or something, okay? So I'm happy as hell. I'm like, oh my God, I want to see this. So I get in there and I download the app. I come in here. The first world I end up going to was Soapstone. And I was like, what is this? And back then Soapstone don't look like it look now. Soapstone has came a long way, baby. A long way. Now, I went to the Soapstone, I was like, what is this? This don't look like the houses and stuff I seen on there. Where the other people? Where the other people at? It boring in here. When I don't think nobody was in the server I was in. It was just quiet. I was just looking around. I was lost. So I started pressing buttons on my hands and all that, trying to figure out how it worked. And I ended up seeing a menu thing, and it showed me like what people were and how many people was in the world. And I was like, ooh, let me go over here. So I just started clicking on stuff. I go to Club Vivid. I was like, okay, it's a party. Turn up. I said, oh, it's lit up in here. Okay. So I'm like, oh. So I walked up on somebody. I was like, hey. They were like, hey. And I was like, okay, these people, they really ain't too friendly like that. But I guess. So I'm steady just in there chilling, minding my business. Then I end up running into Tiffany KJ. She's the first girl I met in here, Tiffany KJ. I was there. And she was like, hey girl. I was like, hey girl. And she was like, where you from? I was like, where you from? I was like, Atlanta. She was like, me too. And I was like, oh, snap, Atlanta in the building. You know what I'm saying? So I got a little happy. And then she ended up showing me worlds. I ended up going to DB studio. Oh, it was packed out over there. He giving helicopter tours and everything. I'm talking about it just was going down all over here. And I was like, Horizon is lit. So I'm world hopping, meeting people. I'm adding them. We talking. And we just world hopping, having a good time. Like, just enjoying the VR vibes. And that's with everybody that I meet in this space. I always just world hop with everybody. And after a while, one of my friends, Westside Candy, She said, "Craig." She said, let's go build something." I said, "Build something, girl? I'm trying to go party. Let's go back to the house party world, okay?" So she's like, You need to get in build. You can build your own. I learned how to build now, girl." I was like, "Okay." I said, "Is anybody gonna be in there?" She was like, "No, it's gonna be us." I was like, "Oh." I was like, "Can we do it next week?" I'm trying to throw it off, okay? Because I'm just having so much fun in Horizon. So, I'm having a time in here with y'all. I done came in a cup of cocoa with la chocolate. I'm talking about, man, just see some of everything in here, like everything from the crusty land. I was like, "Oh, it's a crusty land up here." I had a time when I went in there. Now that black ride, I'm not getting in there no more, okay? The little black cat that spin around like this thing made me did. I said, "Oh no, I ain't getting up in there no more." But everything else in crusty land, I'm on it, okay? So yeah, I just love just like world hopping, seeing everybody creating this space and all the worlds that everybody be making. And I'm looking and I'm watching, I'm looking, I'm watching, I'm like, okay, this is so fun. And just seeing just how everybody move in here just like was just cool. I was like, okay, everybody cool. And then after a while, I started realizing, okay, so these certain people only hang with these people hang with these people. I'm like, why they don't do? Like, oh, maybe they mad at each other or something. I like it's just a game. It's just a game. I thought it was all a game, and I still think it is a game when we playing games in here. When we playing party games in here, like bubble wrap pop and the different games we got in here. Yeah, it's a game. Cause we gotta hop on them bubbles and not get burned up and stuff like that. But when we in here like having real conversations and interacting, I don't think none of this is a game at all. Like period. I don't take that as a game. I don't take having conversations with people as a game. And a week after I came, I'm gonna say 2 weeks after I came in here, my brother was actually murdered. And when my brother was murdered, I thought I did a lot of grieving. Like I was crying. I was like, I didn't get on for like 2 weeks. I was crying. I was throwing up. I couldn't eat nothing. Like for like 2 months straight, I just was. It was just bad. So I thought about something my brother told me. He was like, "I ain't never seen you that happy." And I thought about that, and I was like, he said that when he seen me on my Oculus. I said, "Let me go get on my Oculus." So when I came here and I got on my Oculus, I started meeting people, and they was telling me about like I came back in here and they started telling me the real things. Like they started telling me about like where they were from and like what they did for a living. And like I think one of the first people I met that made me not take this thing as a joke is Pernicus. I met Pernicus. He was one of the first business minded people I met on here. Everything else was a turn up. When I met Pernicus and he brought me over to his watch world for his NFT that he has, the watches. I went over there and I talked to him. I was having a conversation with him and he told me that he works in the military and things like that. And I was like, "What? And you on the Oculus?" So I was like, wow, it's no telling who on this thing. So it opened up my mind to like want to get back on. So I started getting on, started meeting all type of people. So I got party friends, I got business friends, I got the friends I know who be drunk all the time on here. Like what everybody is doing. But when you interact with everybody, you just gonna catch a whiff of everybody. So I love that about Horizon and how open everybody is. Although you in your house, you technically not in your house in your headset. You literally talking to your friend that's right next to you, and it feel like they right here with you. So I love the aspect of this space. So after a while, I started building it here, and the first thing I wanted to build was I built the Tropical Falls Resort. Now I did not know what I was doing, y'all, but I tried. When I tell y'all, I did not snap the water cricket tilted. But guess what I did? I called on everybody that I knew for help. I called on my Marquez. He came in and helped me. I went to one of his worlds. I was just world hopping. I was like, "Can you help me with my world?" And he came and helped me. Like everybody that's on my first build, Tropical Farms Resorts, all of those I can't remember every creator that's on there, but all of those creators on there took time out of their creating day to help me with that build. And I was new to this space and I didn't know nobody. And although although certain people did tell me they couldn't help me right now, it was okay. I just kept asking other people until I found the people that did. And guess what? I found it, and period. And I didn't complain about it or nothing. I just moved on. I said, okay, you busy, cool. Went to that person, hey, can you help me with da da da? As if I didn't even hear what nobody else said. That's what you do. You keep it pushing. You still ask. Don't let your pride be the best of you, and you need that help, okay? So I went and I just started asking, and people started coming. They started helping me. They taught me how to do a strip for a respawn. That's the first script I learned how to do, was a respawn script. And I was like, oh, this is easy. I said, I think I could probably get the hang of this. So after a while I started going to the stripping classes with Hyper Julie on Hyper Jewel, and she was doing like these scripting classes, and I was learning little things from her. And instead of me like writing this stuff down, I would record it like on my Oculus so I can see what she talked about. And I started noticing like patterns and different things that she was doing. I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. And then Danica, he taught me like whenever you're in your world, you're scripting. Like he came in one of my worlds, Candy Lady, the Candy Lady world. He came in there, and when he came in there, he bust out laughing at the fact that I was about to put a real candy lady in there, and it was looked like a real apartment complex. Like he was cracking up, y'all. But he was so down to help me and anything I needed help with. Like he was just there. Like he came in, he was like, "Okay, crap. Okay, you finna go a train." He said, "Look, you see this script right here?" He said, "You name it." He said, "Name it, whatever it is." He said, "Name all of your scripts whenever you're scripting in here, so that way you'll be able to keep up with everything that's inside of here." I said, "Okay, cool." So everything that everybody has taught me in this space that I've learned something from, like I take it and I give it to somebody else. You get what I'm saying? Because you got to pass the torch. What good are you with all of this information and you don't help the people that need it? If you see somebody in need that need the help, help them people out. And that's just how I be. That's how I do in this space when it comes down to knowledge and things I know. Here you go. There you go. You know, turn up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I taught somebody how to build. I take a lot of creators, new creators in build mode. I take them in build mode for the first time. They never built anything in their life. I take them in build mode and I walk them through how to build because I have technical support experience. So with that experience, it allows me to calm a person down, communicate effectively with them to where they can understand what you're talking about. And show, and I have a person snapping on their grid in like 5 minutes, period. And they be like, oh, it was that easy? Yeah, it is. Because when you do it, you kind of can better relate to them how to do it and walk them through it in build mode. So I always love to take people in build mode for the first time and I get them to build it. And they say, they over here turn up, okay? I'll take them in there real quick. I took somebody in there just last week, a couple people in there last week, like, let's go. Come on. Let's go. Show you how to do this real quick. And you know what it is? The only thing it is when a lot of the creators are in build mode is that they're too focused on both of the hands that they have. And I tell them, hey, look, remember, calm down. Put the left one down real quick. Put it down real quick for me. And I tell them, put the controller down for me. Don't think about it. It's just there. Don't look down. Don't look down. Just look at what you're doing right here. And, I try to, keep them going and motivated with that. So, doing that and just like world hopping, showing a little, having fun, just being myself. Like I've just grown dope relationship with different people in this space. And me and every individual within this space have our own relationships. Like we all have our own relationships. So I definitely love the connections that I made in this space. But another thing that I noticed was a lot of my friends, not a lot of my friends, but I would hear a lot of people in this space complaining about certain things like, oh, I can't get traffic to my world. They done took this off the thing. I'm like, oh, I don't want to hear that. Let's not talk about it. Let's not cry about it. Let's fix it. How can we fix this? That'd be my number one thing. Like, how can we fix this? Because I'm tired of hearing my friend cry. How can we fix this? Okay, so girl, we're gonna throw a party and we're gonna invite all of my friends. And yeah, we're gonna just sit over there for like all night and leave our stuff over there all night and just chill over there and don't go nowhere. And we're gonna get this server popping. And that's what we would do as groups, like to get our worlds jumping. It'd be probably like 7 of us. We'll just go in there and just sit in there together and all just have fun and invite all our friends and everybody come in and we help each other get each other's worlds going. And once the worlds get to going, boom, time for the next world. The next person drop a world. We do it again. So we have like different cycles and things like that throughout the metaverse. But My favorite part of this space is just getting to know everybody in this space and hearing the different stories from everybody in this space. Because although I have been through a lot in my life, I hear a lot from people in this space that humble me. Like I actually have a friend that actually left his body and he's able to tell me about it. And he is a close friend that I deal with in this space, dope as fuck. And that humbles me and knowing that you still living, you still breathing, like keep pushing, So I love to turn my pain into passion. That's what I call it. I love to turn my pain into passion because if you allow the things that you've been through in your life and you continuously focus on the past, the past, what happened, how can you focus on what's right in front of you? You can't because you so stuck back there. Move on and do better. Move on and be great. Move on and look for beauty in today. Don't look for the crying stuff. No, don't look back at yesterday. Don't look back at all of that. That's why I love that girl Glorilla. I love that girl Glorilla, especially one line she said. Yeah, I know that line. My bitch rich and tomorrow. That is real. That is real. And I'm talking about coming from a struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't never know what tomorrow gonna bring. So why focus on the past? And that has always been my thing. Like how to fix it, how we solve it. Let's see if we can get a resolution going on. And let's see how we can come together and help each other out. And we do this. And you know, for the most part, everybody be on board. They be on board. But you know what everybody don't be on board for? The BS. Okay? So guess what? Long as you real, you real. People love you in this space. You real, you yourself, you people person. I mean, even if you're not even a people person, you could be shy. And as long as you real, you good in the hood in Horizon. I promise you. I promise you. So for the most part, I do a lot of kicking it with my friends in this space. And just shoot, you call me the party girl, okay? I'm a hype girl. I'm gonna get the party started. I'm gonna make sure you feel my energy every room I walk in, every person name tag I see. I'll go around the whole room and say hello to everybody, even if they in the middle of a conversation. I'll just say, "Excuse me, hey y'all, how y'all doing?" That's all I wanted, and I walk off that quick. As long as I speak, that's all that meant. And that's how, I ended up building different friendships and relationships with different people within this space. And I love that aspect about it. And as of yet, I've been building and recently, what was it? January the 12th, me and Danica launched the Empowerment Society by HIP. So the Empowerment Society was something that I came up with for all of my friends who told me that I can't get no traffic to my world. I'm tired of this stuff going on. Don't nobody know what the event said. I just heard a lot of their complaints, and I just was like, we ain't doing this. Let's see how we can fix this, honey. Because if I got a friends list, you got a friends list. And that's just how I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always just been like that. Like, and because I have a lot of friends in here, I be like, if I got a friends list, you got a friends list. If you need my friends list, let me know. You can use it, especially if it work, okay? Because lately it ain't been working that good. The stroll have been a little slow, but we've been making it through. They'll land on your girl though. If I sit in there, they'll lands on me though. So I love that about it. And just pretty much like making y'all smile, dog, because through my hardest time and me being in Horizon, y'all made me smile. Y'all made me laugh. Just hearing y'all stories and the things that y'all went through gave me strength. And the things I went through in my life gave a lot of y'all strength too. So it's like we all in Horizon have been here for each other one way or another, whether we realize it or we don't. You can see something in somebody that you don't like, but still see the beauty in the things that you learn from that person and be able to be okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? I have always been the type of person that eat the meat. This is my thing. This is my number one slogan. Eat the meat and throw the bone away. Eat the meat means take all of that what you just took from that person, right? Eat that meat, right, that you learned from that person. And any I want to cuss on any bullshit because I done cussed already. Shit, we over 18. Any bullshit, throw it away. That's the bone. That's the bullshit, the bone. So I always say eat the meat and throw the bone away. Make sure you watch and you pay attention to your surroundings and just be aware of who's around you and really get to know people before you want to add them as editors to your world and things like that. Because it do be a lot of things like that going on in here. But for the most part, a lot of creators stick with people that they have bonds with and they don't ever have that problem in this space. So I love that. I love collaboration in Horizon. I love collabing. All of my worlds, almost all of my worlds got a collaborator on it. You know why? Because I want them on there. I want collaborators on my world. I don't want to do worlds by myself. I can, but I don't want to. You know why? Because I got friends that's dope. I got friends that make glasses that I feel, oh girl, you made that way better than me, girl. I need that glass, honey. And add her as an editor to your world because guess what? That is her glass. Why would you not have your friend on the editor to your world? Because it's a glass. So always just show people love. And anytime people like open their worlds up, I love to come through, sit in there, see what's going on, talk with everybody, chop it up, have a good time. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's always just been vibes in Horizon. And I think the number one place where I talked the most in Horizon was at Andrew Money Comedy Lit. Oh my God. Man, we used to stay in Comedy Lit until about 2, 3 in the morning, late all night in Comedy Lit. Everybody remember those old Comedy Lit days. Just on the stage, cracking up, laughing, like we all just had fun. So when I saw that we was missing what we had back in the days when Horizon first started. When Horizon first started, a lot of creators and a lot of people, they weren't building it. We only had a set amount of creators in here. And a lot of people weren't building it. So we used to all go world hopping together. Like we used to just link up at worlds and be like, oh, let's go here. Everybody click on this. Everybody click on that world. Look it up. Click on that. And we all used to meet over there and be deep world hopping, deep. And they used to just be so fun in your starter days of being in Horizon. And I might have thought about that. I was like, you know what? I was like, it'll be so dope if I did the world hops with the kids like we used to do back in the day. And we all go world hopping on those days where we just online to have fun. So that's what we've been doing lately. Like we've been going world hopping. Last week we ended up looking at our first bills. We had a creator show us his first bill, and he was a little discouraged about it. And I was like, you should see my first bill. It looks a mess, And I was like, your world is really good. You did an awesome job. So to motivate him, me and the empowerment and the leaders in the Empowerment Society, us all as leaders, we all went and showed him our first bill because he showed us his. And when he saw our first bill, he was kind of like, you could tell that it kind of made him feel better about the fact that he is actually progressing. It shows you the progression in Horizon, and it shows you how far we have came in Horizon. Like you go back to a year ago and look at one of your builds if you were building Horizon and see we got new textures, assets, games we can pull out, save assets. We don't have to import whole worlds no more. It's just been a whole different vibe. So with all of that, I just been loving just uplifting people. I do want to get to meet a lot of the new users that come on this app that may need help building, they may need help learning the strip the two. They may need to know where worlds are. They may need to be taken out teleport. They may need to just want to get around in space and just want to know all the fun stuff to go to. Are there any talk shows? How I find all the talk shows in here? How do I find all of the games in here? How do I, people don't know unless they have the information. Some people are different types of learner, right? You have people that learn by seeing, reading, you have people learn by listening, and you have people learn by you actually showing them hands-on learning. So there's 3 different learning techniques. But you give somebody all of this in a menu and they like, what the but if you right there with them and you able to talk them through, be like, hey, do like this, squeeze it like that, tell them they can do the mean face, and they crack up laugh because they're like, oh my God, this is so fun. And it'll make them want to come back to get on their Oculus because a lot of people got Oculus and they put it right back down. But if we are busy creating and we can't meet the newer users on the app, we can't guide them and help them through how to maneuver it to a certain degree until they figure it out on their own, just like we did. So I want to go to the plaza. I want to go to the soapstone. I want to go all over Horizon, just meeting new people and telling them about the Empowerment Society and about all of the events that go on inside of Horizon, all of the new worlds that drop from the creators that are in Horizon in the Empowerment Society. And so that way they can see all of the different worlds that they are to see on on Horizon, because I feel as though everybody should feel special. Everybody's world should be listed. If I had a board big enough and a camera big enough, okay, that camera will be filled with worlds, okay, and enough visitors in there, it'll be filled with worlds. But right now, my creators need me. My creators need me so I can drop gems on them. Like, we've been dropping gems on each other. We need each other. Like, we was at a meeting at the First Empowerment Society meeting last week, or the second one. Yeah, last week. And we were talking about how to increase traffic to your worlds and how to keep people engaged in your worlds. So that was pretty dope. And we were able to go around the room. Everybody dropped gems on how they was able to help each other out and how they can get that traffic in there and things to incorporate inside of their worlds to keep the traffic in there. So that was actually dope. We've actually been dropping gems on each other. And I think that now everybody is like happy, they excited, like they are pushing forward. And I am so proud of the growth in Horizon, from the creators, from the Empowerment Society, from just people in Horizon. It's just been so dope to see everybody and everybody progressing, everybody happy. It's so happy to see Metaclean Rupa is back in Horizon. I am so happy you back. I have so many people that are coming back in Horizon because of the Empowerment Society and them seeing it on my Instagram. They was like, you know what, Craxkgodess, I was gone, but I seen this Empowerment Society and I said, I want to go back. They having fun. They are having fun. Oh my God, it's fun again. So that is what I love the most about the Empowerment Society and the leaders that are in there. They do not mind dropping gems on you. If you need help building, you need help scripting, you need motivation. If you stuck, you have creativity block. Anybody in the Empowerment Society can assist you in any of that. You need help with, it can be the smallest thing. It can be like a Facebook logo or like an Instagram logo. Rupert just actually announced to the group he actually has Instagram logos, Discord logos, Facebook logos, and it's one I'm missing. I think it's a YouTube logos that you can actually put a text box next to, so that when people come to your world, they'll know your social media tags and sites. So if y'all want that, make sure y'all hit up Metaclean Rupert. He is giving those out for free to everybody. So shout out to Metaclean Rupert for that. I mean, I have met some amazing people in the Empowerment Society. I actually just found out when I had my first meeting that there is actually a deaf community in Horizon. And I want everybody in this room to know that we actually have a deaf community in Horizon, and they would love for us to get the keyboards that they have available for the hearing impaired and put them in our world so that way they can communicate with us. Right now, there is a version that is out. So if you guys would not mind, if I give you access to it, could you please drop it in y'all worlds so y'all can communicate with the deaf community, because they really get kicked out. A lot of times people think that they're kids, so they don't get to enjoy the Horizon experience, because when they're on mute, some of the creators have kicked them out. People pulled them out. People think that they're just trolling or recording, and they get removed from the world instead of us knowing what's going on. And when I found out, I was like, oh my God, I had no idea. He said it's a giant deaf community in Horizon, and they actually have a world. It is so awesome. It is, I forgot the name of it, but it's so awesome. Oh my God, it is everything. I have to find that word right now to tell you guys about it. But when I tell you, and you can write on the walls, and if you're looking for ways on how to get those get their attention and put things in your world for the deaf community, if you go inside of this world, you will be able to see those things. And what I love the most is the fact that the amount of work that the person name is Deaf. Let's see, let me find him. I'm finding him real quick, y'all, because when I tell y'all that world is amazing, he is actually active right now. His name is Def JBKS Dean. And the name of this world, y'all, that y'all have to go see by him, it is called Garden Nightclub. Garden Nightclub. If you go to Garden Nightclub, you guys all type in Garden Nightclub on your menu and save it. That is a world built by Dean, Deaf Dean, and he actually is the person that is trying to get this message out and across horizon for the deaf communication. He has in his world ways you can write, like he has like pens, you know, the hyperjewel pens where you can write on the wall and write messages. He has games that the deaf community can play in there. He has games that we can, it's a world for us all. So it is very beautiful. I mean, when I tell you the interior, it looks like it looks like a build by Rexrod. You know Rexrod, how good he did that house? Yes. It looks like something like that, baby. So y'all go check that out for a vibe. Now, yeah, so we've been getting like just different creators linking up with each other, people coming in. They have different TV shows that they're trying to produce. We got people coming in that pretty much love to script. They love building, they love scripting. We have artists in there. I mean, anything you're looking for in Horizon, they're in Empowerment Society. And a lot of times they're in build mode. But if you join that Discord and you need something, watch how fast it happens for you in Empowerment Society. Because we make it happen, baby. Somebody just went in there and said, anybody have any inverted shape scripts? Oh, here you go. Who dropped those scripts off? Somebody in Empowerment Society dropped it off real quick. I was like, okay, don't play with y'all. That's what I'm talking about, because teamwork make the dream work. And we are all leaders in this space. And we want to embrace every new user that comes in here, everybody around us. We want to empower everybody to build, to keep pushing, to keep going, no matter what, to have fun, share your stories. You never know how many people can relate to what you're going through. And a closed mouth do not get fed. So if you need help, ask us for feedback. Ask us. We got you. We got you. And yesterday, what was so amazing, yesterday, we had our meeting yesterday. It was hilarious because all I wanted to do was bring some fun back to y'all and us go world hopping, because I know a lot of times I can't get y'all unless it's on the Monday. Some of y'all, unless it's on the Monday. But this particular Monday, we got locked in the Empowerment Society last night, y'all. It was hilarious, but we had a ball. We had a ball in there. When I tell you, it went from us all going around in a circle introducing each other, and then we were about to go on this big world hop just to go empower the society and show everybody some love. We just gonna go portal for portal for portal, and if the service got full, everybody just join back on me, and we going to the next world, just having some old school Horizon fun. And as soon as we popped that first portal, I'm like, let's go. You know, I'm amped up, ready to go. As soon as we clicked on the visit world, boom, unable to travel. I was like, oh my God. Everybody just started popping portals. We could not move. So guess what? We made the best of it. We made the best of it. Okay. We talked about what brought us to Horizon and what keeps us in Horizon. We went around that circle and talked about what keeps us in Horizon and what brought us to Horizon. And it was so dope. Like everybody's responses, they were just so dope. They was just like, my friends keep me in here. Like this positive energy keep me in here. Having fun with y'all keep me in here. You know, and us not just, you know, it all keeps me in here. The games, like the people, everything. So we all were just like going around in a circle telling everybody what keep each other in here. And then it went from there to us talking about creators block, people having creators block and how we get out of creators block. Like we just was having a ball in there. And I just love the vibes of the Empowerment Society. Like I really do. I love the fact that a person can be having a problem or be a new builder. Like the one young lady who came and she said that she was a new builder, and she said that she has 12 worlds that are not published yet, but she said that she has been struggling to get them published. And we said, if you need our help, let us know. We right here. We got you. Add us on there. We have somebody in there. Neuro Agent. Neuro Agent is making worlds for the neurodivergent. So it's so many different things going on in the Empowerment Society, guys. Like it's so beautiful. But other than that, like if you guys want to join the Empowerment Society, go to my Instagram, Craxkgodess_VR, and click on the link in my bio and join our Discord. We have it broken off to events. So if you have an event, if you're in your world for an hour, it's an event, period. So if you have a world, you're in there for an hour, it's an event. Any type of new world that you've built, drop it in there. I'll be more than happy to put it on the event board. Today's games, all day vibes, you know, all day events. So that way, you know what those events are, people be more aware where you are. Because what I want to do is I want to go and I want to meet the new people that are coming into the platform, and I want to show them where they can find all of these events and all of these things and actually meet the creators in the world. Because I mean, when I used to first start world hopping, I used to be so sad I couldn't tell the creator, thank you so much. And I just know how good it feels when you meet a person that created a world. So if these new users are able to come in here and have a direct link to a creator and say, hey, I love your creation. Yes, I like your world. I'm going to come back. Thank you so much for showing me around. Some people like getting escorted around your world. Make sure you give them a tour. Make sure you make the people feel like they're at home when they come inside of your worlds. And you just keep that same vibe. And yeah, that's what I want to do. So that way, when they see those events that are there because those creators are going to be there. You guys are going to be in those worlds. So they know that they are going to meet you at that world. So a lot of times when I go out and meet new people, they always tell me, what's the place to go? What's the things to do? I was like, well, it's a lot of things to do. You can save this world, and I'll tell them what worlds to save, but they'll still not see me online. And if they don't see me online, they'll cut their headset off. No, don't cut your headset off. I said, no, why you cut your headset off? Because it was wrong. Got no other friends like you. I said, well, it's okay. I said, look, we're gonna work it out. Just click on me when you online. And anything you see me post on my Instagram page, you go to that world and you're gonna have some fun, period. And that's how I've been doing it lately. And now it's about time for me to start getting out, meeting these new people so they can be the direct link to you guys. So you guys can talk to them, you guys can meet them, they can meet y'all, they can get to know y'all because they've been seeing y'all's art, they've been seeing y'all work, and they really want to meet y'all. And I can't point them out one by one who wants to meet who, but they always say, oh, you know this person? Oh my God. Oh my God, I've been dying to see him. Like, you guys are really the creators in Horizon. Like, as creators in Horizon, you guys are really celebrities in here. And the new users love you. Like, they really want to meet you. Like Andrew, especially you. Oh my God. They say, it says he's here. When I'm in Domino's, they're like, it says he's here. I don't see him around. Where is he? Man, I want to meet him. People really want to meet y'all. So make sure that y'all create events and don't hesitate to send them over to the Empowerment Society Discord, period. So that way we can get those events seen. But for the most part, y'all, my whole thing is positivity, us embracing others, treating each other as equal citizens, us being on one accord with empowering others and pushing that torch on. Because as a creator, it's something that somebody has taught every last one of us in this room. Don't be a crab. Pass it on and empower us. Empower others. Period. And that's what we're doing in the Empowerment Society. We're passing along love to the people. And we showing the creators love, having a good time doing it. And it makes our nights and our days so filled when you can just look on the page and see all the events that going on. You're like, okay, so I'm gonna go handle all my business and be there for the first event that pop off at 5:00. And then I'm gonna get off at 11:00 and my day done. 12:00 and all the events gone. Their whole day is already planned out. If y'all give me those events, they'll be able to see, at least the people that don't get online as often, they'll be able to see what's about to occur the next day before they even get onto their Oculus and say, oh, wow. Oh, I'm getting on today. Oh, La Chocolate. Oh, okay. They said they were okay. Pod battle. You hear the different titles and you can decide if you gonna go or you not. But for the most part, as long as people know the creators are in the world and they can meet you guys, like, that's what made the experience so much more fun. And yeah. Any questions or comments? I take comments too. Or what I do, Rupert? Look, Rupert, you on mute?
All right. Can you get up there? Hey, Roop, you on mute if you was talking.
You on mute, Rupert.
There you go.
Yes, I'm a super amateur. My bad. So to ask a question, if you hit the confirm button on your chairs, just accept it. It'll raise you up in the air, and then you'll go global so you can ask your question and everybody can hear you.
I got a question. What's up, Crack? Oh shit!
What's up, Andrew Money? I lift that chair back up, my boy. Yay!
Get back up there. Okay. Shout out Soup VR in here. Shout out Meta Queen Ruka. Welcome back, bruh. We missed you, most definitely. Crack, I got a question for the people out there that's watching on live and everywhere else once this get recorded. If I'm new and I'm coming into Horizon, how do I find the empowerment group? How do I find y'all? How do I get access to y'all if I'm brand new coming in here?
Well,
Is there
if you're
anybody I
brand new,
could reach out to?
yeah, anybody you can reach out to, you can reach out to Craxkgodess. Period. Type my name in on your Instagram, your social media, and find me or in Horizon. Add me in here in Horizon. Look up under my profile. You'll see the Empowerment Society. You can go there every day, and the event board is changed, except for last night. Horizon was a little glitchy last night, so I couldn't republish the events. And yeah, I was living my best life, y'all. So the events will be posted for tonight, as long as we can publish it and get that thing published. And I know it worked because Rupert just published, period. So, yes, make sure y'all look me up on social media, Craxkgodess_VR. Click the link in my bio to join the Discord. And you join that Discord, you're a part of the Empowerment Society, period. And if you would like your logo placed in any of the Empowerment Society bills, add my name as the editor and I'll put it in our new World Hub. I do have about 30% capacity left. I'm trying not to dwindle you guys down to where it's just your name on a text on the wall. I want your logos to be seen. So even if I have to create another hub and put it in the next hub, that's what I'm gonna do because the logos will be seen. Period. And we're gonna have different worlds in different hubs. So I'm so excited about the hub. And yeah, that's how y'all find us. Period. The Empowerment Society. What's up? Who's next? Ding dong, how you doing?
What up, Crack? Shout
Hey,
out to
ding
you. Thank you
dong.
for coming on. We always love hearing from you, and thank you for being a leader. Like I said, I've said that many times to you. But my question is about you as a real life entrepreneur and business owner. Just I guess on the surface level, what type of similarities do you see between your business in real life and how you approach that, and how either yourself or how other people can sort of also approach their metaverse business, if you will, and kind of the when those things cross.
Hmm. Well, actually, I'm gonna say, I feel as though you should not approach a person talking about your business right off. That is such a turn off. To me, anyway, as a people person, as a social butterfly, I feel as though that's not a good approach. When it comes down to allowing people to know about your business, I honestly, to keep it really serious with you, I did this for fun, right? Having a blast, having a time hiding out. Because when I'm in Atlanta, people see me and they taking pictures. I can be anywhere and they're like, "Oh my God, hey girl," and I just be like, "Oh wow, where you come from?" And I'm just always like, they just stream at me like, "Hey girl, oh my God, yeah, she let me get a picture," and I could be having my bonnet on. They don't care. They want a picture, okay? And I get them their picture, okay? I get the people what they want, okay? So, but they do be like, and I'd be like, "Oh Lord," and they'd be text, they in my DM, they be in my DM all the time and stuff like that, checking on me, and I love them because they have a love for me, and they always tell me, "You my inspiration, you my motivation." I have so many people in my DM, in my personal DM, Craxkgodess, that tells me, "You my inspiration. I'm watching you. You my inspiration. My heart go out to you. You my motivation. You motivate me to keep going, girl." Like, it's so many people that tell me that I can't stop. So anytime I'm in pain or I feel hurt by something, I do something. I don't like to talk about it. I like to be about it. Let's fix it. Let's not talk about it. How we gonna fix it? Let's not dwell on it. How we gonna fix it? Let's do that. How about that? Because I don't have time for nothing but that. Okay, and we gonna fix it. Because I want to hear some positive stuff. I want to hear how y'all world got 1,000 likes now. I want to hear how y'all world done made it on TV now. I want to hear all type of good stuff. I want to hear how y'all world went viral on, TikTok, Instagram, whatever. I want to hear all of the good stuff. I want to hear everything. I want to hear all of the good stuff. I want to hear that. So in order to hear that, I got to see what's going on out here. And I had to see what was going on out here. And I was like, well, then I could do that. That's easy. I can go there and bring friends. That's easy. Because it's only 30 people that can get in the room, right? I got 1951 friends. If only 30 people can get in the room and two people having two events at one time, if I can only invite the whole friend list here and the whole friend list there, both of them ain't gonna be able to get in both places. So it's gonna split the traffic off. That's good. That's good. Get the people somewhere to go. And when they see the other invite from the other place, they gonna go there too. So that's what I love about that as well. So, Ding Dong, to answer your question, I'm gonna say build friendships and build connections with people to see if their business match your business. But honestly, I tried to hide mine, right? I tried to hide mine and it ended up coming out. People end up calling me out. I know you. I know you. And I'm like, oh, I go just like this. And I used to go just like this. And I turn around like this. And like it was going to change something, right? But I used to try to tell them, stop, don't say no more. But they just keep going anyway. And I'd be like, oh, Lord, my cover going to be blown. You know, because I just wanted to make genuine connections with people at first. So when people started finding out who I was like, okay, they know, but we're not telling everybody. And I still don't. I don't walk up on nobody and say, oh, I'm Craxkgodess. I'm a heart candy maker. I have a candy store. I have celebrity clients. I'm a celebrity candy chef. I don't do that. I don't do that. I be quiet. I chill. I have a good time. I enjoy the vibe with you. I be like, hey. I be like, how you doing? And they be like, how you doing? They be like, oh my God, ain't nobody never asked me how I'm doing. I said, oh, well, how you doing though? You doing good? And you can hear in a voice. I noticed in Horizon, you can hear through a person's voice if they're troubled, and it'll hit your spirit, and you'll be like, oh, what's wrong? And they'll start crying. Well, my boyfriend just broke up with me. And they'll be like 21 years old, man. And I'm 31 moving in this space. What am I to let them cry about a man when I can give them some words of encouragement to keep pushing, love on yourself for a while. So then down to answer your question, I'm gonna say business definitely is a place for the metaverse. But you got to know who you're talking to first. So definitely don't forget the haze, the how you doing, the what you do in this space. Figure out where they head at, and see if your business will align with them. And once it does, you'll know after you pick up on that conversation. But I feel as though a lot of business people, they mess up in this space because they walk up to people and they say, "Oh, hey, my name da." And I have a business. I do this, I do that, I do this, I do that, I do that. And our minds as humans, it goes like, I just met you. Let me process your name first. Where you from first? How you doing first? Maybe it's the Southern hospitality in me, y'all. It could be that too. But I just don't feel like it's a good thing just to come off on somebody like right off in Business Horizon. Unless you're going to like a real business meeting, then you'll know you're dealing with just strictly business people. But other than that, like, yeah, it can definitely happen for sure. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. So as long as you do it right, it's gonna happen right. Period. Ding dong. What's up, La Chocolate? My cup of cocoa.
Hi, how you doing? So,
what's up, my girl?
First off, Craig, I wanted to start this by saying I don't think I've ever met anybody in this metaverse that has your energy. I don't think I've met anybody here that will harness what you harness. And that is the ability to create someone else's energy. What I mean by that is you have been a light in my life since I've been here. We've had talks before, and you had no clue that I was going through something. So I just want to, let you know that you lifted my spirits on multiple occasions.
Thank you, my girl.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody else knew, but a while back when we were having the memorial for Prince the Woo, during that memorial service, my gallbladder blew up in my stomach. And I thought it was gas, but I ended up going to the hospital and I was like leaving. My organs were failing. Crack sent me a beautiful bouquet of flowers, a teddy bear, and a balloon in the mail. And I've, besides my brother here, you don't really find those types of relationships. And so, oh, it ain't nobody but Andrew. Andrew, you did that.
My bad. Put yourself back up there.
So I can't get back up. It's not going up. Oh, okay.
Just pick confirm.
Do you see how Andrew don't want me to be brave? Look at that. So I just want to let you know that I hold you very special to me. And I would love to continue to have this friendship with you because I think you are an amazing person. But I do have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
When you gonna start delivering? Yo, who did that?
I ain't do that one that time, so you did that.
When are you going to start, if you
Delivering
aren't
them crack
already,
grapes. Where
delivering
they at?
delivering those
Where they
crack
at?
grapes? We need them in the
Let
Where
me
air.
they
find
at?
out. Let me find out.
Hello?
Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Where
Okay,
they
We
at?
are
period.
Where
So
they
ready.
at?
We've been
honestly, I've
ready.
been. Oh, let me
We been
find
ready.
out. I've been waiting on my bill to get finished, right? And I have this very special person on my bill, and I want that very special person to continue to stay on my bill and do the things that they're gonna do to that bill. And as of right now, they've been going through a couple of things. But overall it will be getting done. It will be getting done, y'all. And it's almost done. Price done seen it. What Price said? Price on my bill.
No, 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 no,
Price
no,
is
no.
one of
We
the
talk. Wait till we talk about in
you
real
talking
life.
about,
We
so
want
y'all
the
don't
grapes
care
in
about the
real
bill?
life.
Y'all
We
don't care
care
about
about
the
the
bill
bill.
We
to
We
care
go
love
about
the
the
with
bill so
bill.
the
far. I ain't even seen it.
We
I
want
love it,
them
but
we
we
want them
want the
crack
Oh,
grapes.
grapes.
y'all don't really care about the bill. Let me find out, okay? Well, girl, I get right on that. Don't even worry about it, sweetheart. I get right on that, honey. Because I thought y'all cared about the bill to go with the,
Now
you
We
we
know,
care
care
the
about
about the
the
bill
bill
is
bill,
most
but we
almost
want them
done,
definitely.
but
crack
I need some
grapes.
couple things stripped it. But if y'all
No, we
if
want
y'all
them
want to
crack
see it,
grapes.
y'all can holler at me and I'll show y'all a sneak peek. You know what I'm saying? It's
That
dope.
Hey,
Period. I got
okay.
y'all. I'm gonna get y'all the website then since y'all don't care about the bill. Thank you for that
We
blessing. I'll go ahead and get that website together for y'all. All right. All right. Go ahead with your
Hold
bad
on. I'm
self.
indeed.
in a meeting.
Period. Thank
I
y'all.
love you, Crack.
Love y'all too. Facts for real. CJ.
Yo,
Hey,
yo.
CJ.
Hey. So I made it.
Hey,
But I've been watching
Yes.
on Thanks Super for streaming. So I didn't
Period.
miss none of
Super.
it really. So y'all know how I am. I'm gonna watch it. So I'm
Period.
glad that you finally got in here and got to tell your story and everything. Um, yeah, watching you grow, that was what's up. Cause I remember
Period, CJ.
going through all your bills at first when you was with um who Jesus what's his I'm trying to remember his name. It was a
Ace.
crew of
I
y'all.
am King
Ace,
Ace.
Ace.
You
I
and
am King
VSL
Ace.
Slim, King
Yeah,
Kimmy's. Yeah, they in the music
yeah,
industry heavy now. So they
yeah.
haven't been like active in here as
Never been
often,
on.
but they still check on me
Yeah,
every day. Like they always check on me every day in IRL. So that's
yeah,
dope. Like,
yeah. So I
and CJ,
remember.
that
I
lounge,
remember
oh
that.
my God. That R&B lounge, that was how I knew Horizon could be elegant. When I saw CJ's build, he has a lounge. I can't quite remember the name. And what's the name of it, CJ? Your
It
lounge.
it's the lounge. I think. Yeah,
Oh, it's called The
the
Lounge. Oh,
lounge.
excuse me. I had it
duh.
right then. Let me
Like
find
The
out.
lounge.
The Lounge.
the.
Okay, so make sure y'all look up The Lounge, okay? Because when I
Ooh,
first
that's
saw that
old.
build and how elegant it looked, but I got it here a year ago, so yeah, definitely old. But when I seen it a year ago when I first came in this space, I said, "Oh my God, this look bougie." I said, "We can do all of this up in here." I said, "Ooh," I found that intriguing. So I was
Thank you.
like, "Wow, we really can make this stuff happen." I was like, "Let me figure out how I build." So I mean, I did a lot of world hopping and just seeing all y'all worlds. And CJ, your world was definitely on the list. Price, La Chocolate, Andrew Money, Rupert Worlds. Y'all in this room, like y'all are the creators that y'all are some of the creators who worlds I seen when I first came in this space, and I was looking like, how in the world she got floated marshmallow? Mm. I said, but that's
I,
cool.
I
I didn't
built
know
that.
how to
She
do
ain't
it,
built
but
none
I
of
was
her
like, that is
worlds.
so cool. I was like, oh, you is so
Stop
dope. You know how to
capping.
build this. So yeah, like
Disclaimer, I
y'all look
built
so
all
dope.
chocolate worlds, y'all. I built all
Don't let
chocolate
Andrew lie to
worlds.
y'all today, okay?
Disclaimer.
Don't let him
I'm
lie to
telling
y'all
y'all,
today.
I had to put it out there. It was going on for too long. She was getting too much credit. She wasn't giving me no credit on it. I had built all her
Y'all
worlds. I put all the
listen. Don't let
marshmallows
Andrew
one by one in
continue
them
with your show,
cups.
Crack, because
All
this is
that.
cap.
You know what I'm saying? You
Hush
know
your
what I'm saying?
mouth.
Shout it out.
Lord have
Go
Shout
mercy.
out to
ahead,
you, Crack.
CJ.
Lord have mercy. Help us, Jesus. Um. But anyway, like I said, it's good to see your growth and the step that you took. Because I remember when you decided to let the world know that you was Miss Crack Goddess, and you was like, oh
hmm
well, it's different, but it turned out good for you. and the way that you've been moving in the spaces you've been doing well, and then the empowerment in society. I'm finally happy that you actually doing what you like to do. So
Thank you, CJ. And CJ, thank you so much for y'all motivation. CJ and so many other creators in the space motivated me. It's like, crack, you are dope, girl. You gonna do something dope up in here. You gonna do, I don't know what it is yet. CJ's always tell me, I don't know what it is yet. But you gonna do something. You gonna do something. I see it in you. I see it in you. And he used to always tell me that. And I used to be like, every time I see CJ, I be feeling like the principal. You know how the principal come from the principal office? I be like, oh snap. I'm in trouble. I done did some. Cause you don't see that CJ out of bill mode now too often. But when I see CJ come out of bill mode, he come up to me, I be like, oh snap, this is serious. What done happened? And he come like, what up, Crack? Let me talk to you for a minute. When he hit that, let me talk to you for a minute. Like, oh snap. But honestly, it be all good vibes. No cap. All good vibes. Just different stuff he telling me about to do. We tell each other we about to do. So shout out to CJ, man. Thank you so much, CJ, for real. And everybody in Horizon Fats. Cause y'all dope.
All right. Any other questions for Crack?
I'm pretty good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Shay.
Yeah.
Hey, my girl.
I just want to say, kudos to you. Like, I'm so glad that you started the Empowerment Society. Because like for me personally, it's hard like trying to find people to world hop with. So when I first saw your post that you were like y'all was doing the world hops and like really, did I hit that? I don't know. There we go. Yeah, when I first saw that you were doing the world hops, I was like, I'm gonna join because last year I didn't really get out much. I world hopped a lot by myself. But the way that you have it set up to where I can discover all these new creators' worlds and the way that everyone comes together and it's like a really high energy, positive vibe when we go on those hops, like it's definitely needed. And I love that you've created that. And you are such an authentic spirit. Like I love how you are just unapologetically you. Like that's hella dope. But,
Thank
mostly
you,
I like that you
Shay.
created that society, like to bring people like me that like really don't like meet random people and go on world hops. Like it'd be hard for me to just like find someone that random. So I love that you created that. So a lot of us people who usually don't, have that type of extrovertness to meet new people. I love that you created that because I've met a lot of new people just in the few world hops I've went to. I've met a lot of new people and the stuff that they're working on, and it's a vibe. It's
Yeah.
definitely a vibe.
Period. Thank you, Shay. And y'all, Shay is the most humble, loudest spirit in Horizon. When I say the most humble and the loudest spirit in Horizon, it speaks like you literally have to go through all of Shay worlds and get a better understanding of who Shay is. Once you go through Shay worlds, her worlds tell you who she is. Like she don't have to say much after you go through those worlds. I went through 3 of Shay worlds. Shay took me on a Kwanzaa. It was a Kwanzaa worlds, and I'm not religious. I'm not religious because it's confusing to me. So I don't get caught up not knocking anybody that do. But I don't know what to believe. I'm telling y'all the truth. But Shay Arts, when I tell you she took me to this Kwanzaa world, and in this Kwanzaa world she took me to, you're going through the world, and as soon as you get there, you have to do a set of tasks to help out the community. You have to go through there, pick up trash. You have to go through there and give someone their food. You have to go through there and help an older lady, and she's gonna hand you a debit card so you can go and get items from the store for her, so that way she can open her storefront. Now, the lady walks away and she walks into like this triangle shaped building after you get the 3 debit cards out of her hand, and you go to the ATM and they give you these different items and you take them to the ATM near the triangle. As soon as you put all 3 of them right there, the triangle pushes back and it disappears, and it says, and when you look, you see a storefront, and it says, "Thank you so much for helping me open my storefront. I am now open for business. And I could have cried. I could have. I cried. So I didn't cry right there, but it was working up, right? It was working up. Then I had to go pick up some letters from a book that got torn out. We all had to go pick up three different pages of letters that was throughout the world, and we picked them up. And every piece of paper had a special note on there to uplift you. And I was like, wow. And as you're putting the notes in there, it's uplifting you, and you're like, wow. So then it takes you onto another journey, and you go to a eating area, and it has like the food there, it has the candles there. Well, before you get there, you go to like the candles. It tells you what Kwanzaa means and different little things about Kwanzaa, and it tells you everything. And you walk through like this little journey she has going, and then you go and you step on like this little stone, and it takes you to like a buffet of food. Oh my God, crafted by a true artist. When I tell you guys, their food looks so real on the table, I'm like, what kind of capacity she got? I was like, she either a really good artist or she got more capacity than everybody in Horizon. It was one of the two. So shout out to Shay Arts, y'all. Y'all definitely take a dive into Shay and look into Shay Arts profiles, y'all. You're gonna learn so much. Period. Shout out to everybody in Horizon that done ever made me laugh, that done ever made me go in the studio with them late night, that done ever uplifted me, that done gave me good advice, that just done been there for me in this space. I appreciate all of y'all. And even a simple hey, how you doing can change a person's whole mood. So make sure y'all be more friendly and push some of that energy out. Hey, how you doing? You heard how that sound instead of like a hi. Y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard that? Hi. And hey, how you doing? That make a person excited, even if they not. Period. Make sure y'all spread some of that energy and spunk and give a little song when you meet somebody. Tell them, hey, how they doing? Period. Give them a little song. Give them a little spunk. Give them a little, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, ask them how they doing, because you never know what people are going through on this platform. How you doing, Metaclean? Metaclean, you got a question?
Hello, Crack. And just to reiterate, Shay is a phenomenal artist, but this room is full with phenomenal artists. So thank y'all for being dope and creating and
Yes.
giving back to the community. So let me ask you, Crack, what's next for you?
What's next for me is linking the new users in Horizon to the existing creators in Horizon who creates, and that they can meet. And if they need help, they can go to these people and get this help that they need, whether it's on a new project they're working on, whether it's on a script. And a lot of times the new creators, they really don't need much. Honestly, lately the demand has kind of went to a point of them just needing to know how to get started with the Snap tool. The Snap tool has been the number one thing. So I'm going to say just pretty much meeting the new people that's coming onto the platform, and letting them know that this is where you come to find all of the events that are going on in Horizons, where you can meet the creators. They will be active in those worlds. These are new worlds from creators that are inside the Empowerment Society. You can go to their worlds, their new worlds they drop. And sometimes I have a whole list of all day gameplay from the creators that make games inside the space, like Andrew Money Dominoes and the Big Cat Pizza Kitchen with the pizza, and the Krusty Land, and just the different creators that have the gaming worlds for people to game in. I post those worlds on the all day play side. So it's more so a world so I can connect the liaison from the user to the creator, so that way they can get the help that they need. If they ever need help, they can start meeting people and getting to know people and getting accustomed to different social circles, and just meeting people all over Horizon, and eventually building their own friend list based off the people that they meet, that they may mesh with. So more so working on getting those new users over to the existing creators, and making sure that they know that they are welcomed in this space, and that we help each other in this space, and that they know that they always have us if they need anything in this space. If they are having a hard time with building, or if they are having a hard time with stripping, or whether it's business stuff, anything that they're having issues with, or anything, like we have a lot of therapists within the Empowerment Society. Oh my God, it's just so much talent in there. Oh my God, I can't even tell you guys everything. We have women. Oh my God, we have D in there, and she does the women empowerment. She in the IRL. I mean, we have so many people in the empowerment society that does so many things in and outside of Horizon. It's like a endless place of networking and connecting the dots for people. So definitely that's my next goal, is just meeting the new people on this platform, letting them know you can come here, look at this board every day, and you'll be able to find all the creators of these worlds in there and be able to meet them and get to know new people, period. So that's next on the agenda for me, and to keep these world hops going. That's next too, to keep these world hops going, because guess what, I've been having a time, y'all. You know how they was on TikTok, like, I had a time last night. That's how I be feeling when I get off of Horizon after we go world hopping, because we pop open those portals and we all just get to going through those portals and having a good time, cracking up, laughing, and everything be so different. And sometimes we don't get to see all of each other's work. So when those portals do pop out and you're able to see those worlds, or if you not seen them yet, you can save them, so that way you can go back to them if you ever just want to be there for your own personal reasons. So yeah, big shout out to y'all in these dope worlds, because this portal popping, it's been a time and I don't want to stop that, period. So yeah, that's next on the agenda for me, medically.
All right. Any other questions for Crack? All right. So, man, let me just say, first of all, thank you. Not just for being you, but understanding the energy that you give off and what it can do to other people, because I think that's really important and we should never take that for granted. Um, Especially as people who are looked at as leaders as yourself. People are going to kind of gravitate to you and follow your lead. So, however you act can spread and be really, really contagious throughout the community. So, it's been a bit of a rough week, but you handle it with grace and sincerity, and you utilize that energy for good, which is always important. And I always say to people, it's okay to be hurt, but it's not okay to stay hurt. Like, we got to get past
Period.
that and give back to people. And you have done it more gracefully and better than anybody could have ever hoped for. And I'm extremely excited and happy for you, and will support you in whatever endeavors that you want to do moving forward. So thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Rupert.
So listen, any parting words you want to leave the audience with today?
Empower others, period. And that's period, y'all. Empower others. That's all I want to say. Spread that positive energy and let a person feel your vibration. Hey, how you doing? That's what I want y'all to do. Do that for me this week. That's what I want y'all to do. I'm gonna leave y'all with that. This week, I want y'all to walk up to people and say, "Hey, how you doing?" And see how it uplifts them and gives you a whole nother reaction from a person. It can even be a person that you talk to every day in here. Just walk up to them and say, "Hey, how you doing?" And see what they do. Some of them might laugh and be like, "I'm doing good. How you doing?" They be flattered that you even said it. So y'all tried it out for me this week, and y'all DM me at Craxkgodess_VR and let me know how it worked out for you. Thank you so much, Rupert, for having me. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for empowering others. Thank y'all for tuning in. Shout out to Super, period. Shout out to the Empowerment Society by HIP. Shout out to everybody in Horizon. Shout out to all the creators of Horizon. Shout out to everybody, period. Holla.
And listen, can we get some confetti? It's 11 o'clock at night and I'm re-energized like it's 7 o'clock in the morning. I want to thank Crack for coming. That was beautiful. Thank you very much. That's what I'm going to say. Thank you. So with that said, we're going to work on capacity for next week. I apologize. First week back, we've got a couple of glitches. But listen, once again, I don't take you guys being here for granted. I don't take you guys tuning in for granted. I really want to thank you for supporting not just the show, because it's not about me, but supporting the creators that are in this space, because that's what the show is really all about. So with that said, season 4, show number 1 is wrapped, and period.
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 Yo, I'm dead.
Thank you so much. That was dope.
Thank you for having me. I love these seats with the hydraulics. I love these seats with the hydraulics. I love
Yeah, they bouncing.
Yeah, I love that. That's so cute. Thank y'all for staying. Thank y'all for coming.
Thank you so much. Thank you. What's up,
Thank
Big?
y'all for coming and
what's up,
staying.
man?
I know y'all be building
man.
and
Good to
get
see
y'all
you.
build on. Thank
Good to
you,
see you.
Shay, for staying. My
Shay, we all frozen.
Oh, sorry. One more thing. So,
For your Mando chocolate latte world. I
after
love
party
that.
for
The
the show
chocolate
is going to be
yeah.
at Homeroom. That's Super's
I
World.
built
So
it.
if you want to go to the
Listen to
after
him.
party,
Listen
everybody
to
meet
him.
at the
I'm going on the whole
Homeroom.
campaign.
It's just
I
how
built
it's
every
spelled,
word she
how it's
got.
pronounced. Homer. Is it Homeroom? Yeah, it's Homeroom. Yeah.
Step, thank you for coming, my girl.
Listen, you know how to spell Homeroom.
Okay.
Let's get a picture, Crack, before you go.
Okay. I wanna try to publish. I got a couple pieces like that I'm working on with that goddess, but I'm gonna open it up and let you walk around 360 because she has a full 360 body, like her arms and everything is 360. So,
Oh, yeah, there we go.
I just wanted to see how the hub would take
I know I took your head earlier because I thought you had a club, but I wasn't on that.
We gonna work out the world. Sorry, it's my first week back, so I'm a little rusty.
Oh, it's okay. I was like that too, Rupert. Don't even worry about it. When I came back, I was like, what is this? I have been
Yeah, okay, let me get out of here. I gotta go cut my son's hair.
Shout out to Meta Clean Rupert having your girl Craxkgodess on the show tonight at Meta Talks. They are back for season 4. I'm so excited to see everybody who's gonna come out and be a part of the show on Meta Talks. This season is going up. It's going up. Shout out to Super. We headed over to Homeroom. And I hope to see y'all on the next episode of Meta Talks with my boy Meta Clean Rupert.
Period.
Period. Yeah, let's go to Super World. Which one we going to, Super? Homeroom.
This one right here?
Let me look up on his
Homeroom.
Oh, this ain't even him.